In this video, I try to get a win on Pokemon Showdown. The catch? I can't use a single attacking move. This means I need to finesse my opponent in a way no one sane would ever think of doing. And when I say attacking move, I mean any move that is classified as a physical or special move, meaning I can only use status moves. We're taking the pacifist route here, and since no one has ever thought about making a team like this, I couldn't steal one, so I had to make it myself. So before we get into battle, let me show you what we're working with here. Keep in mind, status moves like Metronome and the like are not allowed, as those turn into attacking moves. And without a way to directly damage my opponent, I instantly knew what I had to do. Hazard Stack and Toxic Stall. The star of my team just had to be Glimmora. Corrosion, Glimmy, my glittery special Glimmy. Everyone else was brought in to help support Glimmy and to get those hazards up. Here's the rest of the team and their sets. As you can see, not a single attacking move. You can also tell that I was struggling to find status moves for some of these guys, and the team was far from perfect, but it would have to do. And now, time to send Glimmy into war. Jumping into the fated game, my opponent is a possibly nice fellow by the name of Cavs52. After confirming he was at least 1500s, I immediately noticed he had no switch-ins to Glimmy's Corrosion Toxic. But first, I know I want to lead Breloom because it matches well against the likely Meowscarada lead, and I can get my Toxic Orb activated, making my Breloom a good switch-in to the cat later on in the game. The lead goes perfectly as planned. I can already smell the fear reeking from Cavs52 here.
I'm gonna go Glimmora. This is fine. Now I'm gonna Toxic here. This
Free Toxic.
is what I call a free Toxic. Oh, he doesn't realize I'm Corrosion. No! So as you can see, I have Sandstorm here. This is just to boost my Spadef.
I decide to use this as my opportunity to start getting my hazards up. Thankfully, his only defogger is Corviknight, which is completely shut down from defogging by Gholdengo. So Tinglu's in, and he's ready to feast upon the field. Corviknight makes its entrance, but I'm the man with the plan.
And I'm gonna go ahead and trick. I'm gonna trick his I guess in this case, leftovers. I love taking this.
And now we're back to where we started, a poisoned Tinglu setting up hazards on a poisoned Clodsire. This Tinglu does not have very much value otherwise, so I'm totally okay with this exchange so long as I do not let the Corviknight defog. Ever. The cat comes in, which, as I so smartly put it,
a W for me. W.
As that entry hazard damage will be crucial for me to get rid of the Meower later.
I can just go Breloom here. It's my best switch into Meow here. And as you can see, I already, it doesn't matter. Is that Bandit? That did a lot. I'm going to go ahead and Leech Seed. I'm going to heal right back up to full. Yum, 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 yum.
Now, you'll notice I don't go Gholdengo here. That's because I'm positive he'll roost, and if I can get a Toxic off on this Corviknight now in exchange for a defog, I'm in a very good spot, since I can always get my Rock Sand Spikes back up later. Unfortunately, Cavs52 is a smart man, and he doesn't let me. I eventually bring in my Gholdengo on the Clodsire to throw out a Confuse Ray, but I seem to have been a little confused myself. I forgot Earthquake is super effective. Let's chalk that up to me wanting a little bit of Lefty's recovery, yeah? I take advantage of the Clodsire, who's quickly taking more and more damage from the Toxic, giving me a very free Leech Seed. He's forced out, and that should be the last of the poor little Clod. It'll be dead to entry hazards next time it comes in. And now, I predict the future.
Him going back Excalibur would actually be terrible for me, but he doesn't know that I have no attack moves yet. And it's all status moves. So, let's see. Oh, well, he went back Excalibur. That's actually terrible.
Oh, and when I say I predict the future, I don't just mean Cavs52 going into Baxcalibur. I also predict that it goes absolutely terribly. I throw up a prayer and Confuse Ray hoping for something, but all I get is a nasty Terror Ground into Dragon Dance. So I sack Tinglu, but remember, I'm the man with a plan.
I'm thinking of soaking and then wishing into Clodsire, but I might be better off just going hard Clod.
Oh, but here's some fun little trivia for everyone watching. You can't soak a terrestrialized Pokemon!
The more you learn. This is now a loss, though.
Yup. I accepted defeat. And this is why I hate Baxcalibur. You all agree that it's an unfair Pokemon, right? That we should ban it, right? Right? Being 2 Mons down, I only have one option, and it's to Toxic Stall it. I tear up my Clawd and barely live an Earthquake, and I hit the Toxic. But, whoops, I'm Black Sludge. It has now become a 3v6. But in case you've forgotten, I am the man with the plan. I go into Breloom and Protect to stall a turn while also forcing the Ice move. Then I go into Golden Go, banking on Cavs 52 to click Ice Shard again, to which he does. And just like that, the threat was dead. Glimmy and Co. 1, Cavs 52, 3. Okay, yeah, the score ain't looking pretty. He ends up finding his voice and typing to me in the chat, seeming to be surprised by my insanely clever Toxic Stall no attacks team. Skeledirge comes in, but now it's time for Glimmy to shine again. But the spikes prove fatal to the Clodsire. Glimmy and Co. are now at 2 kills. To my surprise, the cat comes in and chews the hazards. It ends up hurting my Breloom a ton, but I get the Toxic off as well as get a very greedy double protect with it. And then I realized what might be the smartest thing ever.
Oh my gosh, I've actually killed 3 of his Mons.
So now his Iron Valiant comes in, and I have a tough choice to make. If it's Psyshock, I can't really go into my Glimmy as it'll just kill her. And my Golden Go can't really touch it either. The most I can do is bank on a Calm Mind or Sword Stance and click Toxic here, ensuring my death and loss should he click any attacking move. In what is possibly the most crucial moment of the game, Cavs 52 becomes a nice man, and I secure my Toxic. I'm able to Toxic Stall down the Iron Valiant at the cost of my Golden Go and a failed double protect, and now it becomes Breloom and Glimmy versus Skeledirge and Corviknight. I am in a perfect position to win this game now after all the tragedies that came up to this point. We're in the endgame now. Glimmy is in a very good spot to get a free Toxic off though, and after chipping down the Corviknight a little, I'm afraid Cavs 52 will try to pressure stall me. However, he lets me get a Toxic off on both of his Pokemon left, and now it becomes a matter of just outstalling them. It might take a while considering they have recovery moves, but I should be able to edge out the win.
Oh my gosh. Literally? Oh my gosh.
As it turns out, Cavs 52 wasn't as nice a fellow as I thought he was, but you can tell from my primal laughter that I paid it no mind. I had gotten the win I sought for. I felt accomplished, and I learned something new. I learned that no matter what people may believe, you don't need to double or make a massive prediction or anything silly like that. It wasn't about the base power of your moves or whether they were physical or special, but about how long you were willing to stall. And Glimmy! Thanks for watching.